Good morning.
Yeah, you're on soul food in the mornings. Only person me want wake up listening to is Andy Henry. When he press play, big tunes and me there with me family. Yeah, he's wise, him say motivate, inspire, educate and have fun. And anytime you see me, we have to talk positive and not about rum. 4, 3. So right now, rise, everybody rise up, rise. Me want hear some noise now, rise. Open up your eyes. Me say rise, everybody rise up, rise. Yo, make some noise now, rise. Me say rise. Every little one have a big dream. Adults, we all depend the same team. If you're in a township or in a scheme, if you're in a country or upon the sea. So I want to see everybody start move, yeah. Shake your shoes when Andy play. It's wiser what we say. Yeah, you're on time. Soul food in the mornings. Only person me want wake up listening to is Andy Henry. When he press play, big tunes and me there with me family. Yeah, he's wise, him say motivate, inspire, educate and have fun. And anytime you see me, we have to talk positive and not about rum. 4, 3. So right now, rise, everybody rise up, rise. Me want hear some noise now, rise. Open up your eyes. Me say rise, everybody rise up, rise. Yo, make some noise now, rise. Me say rise. Every little one have a big dream. Adults, we all depend the same team. If you're in a township or in a scheme, if you're in a country or upon the sea. So I want to see everybody start move, yeah. Shake your shoes when Andy play. It's wiser what we say, hey. So right now, rise, everybody rise up, rise. They want hear some noise now, rise. Open up your eyes. They say rise, everybody rise up, rise. Yo, make some noise now, rise. They say rise. So right now, rise, everybody rise up, rise. Me want hear some noise now, rise. Open up your eyes. Me say rise, everybody rise up, rise. Yo, make some noise now. Me say rise. So right now, rise, everybody rise up, rise. Me want hear some noise now. Rise. Open up your eyes. Me say rise, everybody rise up, rise. Yo, make some noise now. Rise. Me say rise. Welcome to Soul Food. It's gonna be a beautiful day.
Good morning.
Yeah, you're on top. Soul food in the mornings. Only person me want wake up listening to is Andy Henry. When he press play, big tunes and me there with me family. Yeah, he's wise, him say motivate, inspire, educate and have fun. And anytime you see me, we have to talk positive and not about rum. 4, 3. So right now, rise, everybody rise up, rise. Me want hear some noise now, rise. Open up your eyes. Me say rise, everybody rise up, rise. Yo, make some noise now, rise. Me say rise. Every little one have a big dream. Adults, we all depend the same team. If you're in a township or in a scheme, if you're in a country or upon the sea. So I want to see everybody start move, yeah. Shake your shoes when Andy play. It's wiser what we say, hey. So right now, rise, everybody rise up, rise. The listening to is Andy Henry. When he press play, big tunes and me there with me family. Yeah, Eastwise him say motivate, inspire, educate and have fun. And anytime you see me, we have to talk positive and not about rum. 4, 3. So right now, rise, everybody rise up, rise. Me want hear some noise now, rise. Open up your eyes. Me say rise, everybody rise up, rise. Yo, make some noise now, rise. Me say rise, every little one have a big dream. Adults, we all depend the same team. If you're in a township or in a scheme, if you're in a country or upon the sea. So I want to see everybody start move, yeah. Shake your shoes when Andy play. Eastwise, what we say, hey. So right now, rise, everybody rise up, rise. They want to hear some noise now, rise. Open up your eyes. Me say rise, everybody rise up, rise. Yo, make some noise now, rise. Me say rise, so right now, rise. Everybody rise up, rise. Me want to hear some noise now, rise. Open up your eyes. Me say rise, everybody rise up, rise. Yo, make some noise now, rise. Me say rise. So right now, rise. Everybody rise up, rise. Me want hear some noise now. Rise. Open up your eyes. Me say rise. Everybody rise up, rise. Yo, make some noise now. Rise. Me say
Check microphone, check 1, 2. Testing for good audio. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, my brothers and sisters. Welcome to Soul Food in the Morning, right here on 88.5 Rock FM. And of course, we're live on social media. We're live on TikTok. TikTok, good morning. We're live on my Facebook and the other Facebook, and plus YouTube. So we're all around this morning. To all of my brothers and sisters that are tuned in, wherever you're tuned in from, a pleasant, a blessed good morning to you. It is Thursday, the 16th day of the month April. Here we get new intro and thing. Thanks to my brother, Mr. Tito Price, for hooking me up with this one.
Soul Food in the Morning with Andy Eastwise. On air right now.
Being awake couldn't feel any better.
This is Soul Food in the Morning with Andy Eastwise.
Good morning.
Here are we ting up. And you know that's the thing about life. You can't stay one way all the time, you know. Especially if you keep putting in the work. Even if you don't have the tools, you don't have everything you need at the moment, you just put in the work. You just keep moving. And you're going to see, folks are going to show up somewhere along the line to assist you on your journey with the mission. So just do what you got to do. I was speaking to my brother, Mr. Dedrick Thompson, yesterday. You know, during our conversation, the man said you can't stay one way all the time, brother. Especially if you're doing the work, you're putting in the work, the good work. Just know that your blessings are for sure. if you're on TikTok, good morning to you. I'm seeing Queen J. Thank you for following me. Good morning to you. And to everybody else. I'm seeing Mr. Diedrich Thompson on Facebook. Good morning to you. Miss Simone Gibson. Good morning to you.
Being at work couldn't feel any better.
This is Soul Food in the Morning with Andy Eastwide.
Welcome to Soul Food. It's gonna be a beautiful day. You got this, and we got you. Soul Food in the Morning with Andy Eastwise. On air right now.
Yeah. Oh, Father, it's me again. It's your son again. What would I do without you, God? So many times I have been astray. So many times I've lost myself along the way. And there were nights I felt so alone, carrying all those burdens, trying to make it on my own. Like a ship with an open sail, I was moving with the wind, but messed up was so derailed. I was sinking deep in sin. Through the tempest I felt his hands are holding mine, and a voice said to me, my child, don't you worry, you'll be fine. Where would I be without your love? Where would I be without your grace? I'm so amazed by all that you've done. When the time was hard and tide was rough, you were always there. I can't thank you enough. Where would I be? Where would I be without you? Without you.
Yes, my sister. We're here every weekday morning
Without you.
from 5:30 to 7.
Without you. Without you. When life's journey get busy like the traffic, you get so confused. You don't know how to stop it or even slow it down, even how fast.
Since the man is on the live,
When you get
gotta drop this one for him, you know.
it, only a
Mr. Diedrich Thompson,
Love you.
good morning to you once more.
Father God will see you through. His love, yeah, it's real. His unchanging grace. My heart knows how it feels. How it feels. I know how it feels. How it feels. How it feels. Yes, I know how it feels. Where would I be without your love? Where would I be without your grace? I'm so amazed by all that you've done. When the time was hard and side was rough, you were always there. Oh yeah, where would I be? Where would I be without you?
So we're waiting for the arrival of Sir, and then we're gonna invite our another guest. We
You
got a special guest this morning,
it
a brother who's been
was so
really putting in the work
I was sinking.
when it comes to mental health.
Tempest I felt his hands are holding mine, and a voice said to me, my child, don't you worry, you'll be fine. Where would I be without your love? Where would I be without your grace? I'm so amazed by all that you've done. When the time was hard and tide was rough, you were always there. I can busy like the traffic, you get so confused. You don't know how to stop it, or even slow it down, even how to hop it. You lose control and you get so distracted. Only Allah will take care of you. Only Father God will see you through. His love, yeah, it's real. His unchanging grace. My heart knows how it feels. How it feels. I know how it feels. How it feels. How it feels. Yes, I know how it feels. Where would I be without your love? Where would I be without your grace? I'm so amazed by all that you've done. When the time was hard and side was rough, you were always there. Oh yeah, where would I be? Where would I be without you? Without you. Without you.
Being awake couldn't feel any better.
This is Soul Food in the Morning with Andy Eastwide.
When was the last time you bowed your head to pray? When was the last time you asked the Father to guide your way? More and more excuses pile high than you say. I don't have the time, delaying day by day. Some find it hard just to talk to God, thanking Him for the night trust. But I want it all, still want more from Him. No, them no want nothing less. Them find the time to do all of the things that's in their interest. But I think that God should be number.
So once again, good morning to you, and welcome to Soul Food in the Morning with yours truly, Mr. Andy Henry, aka Andy East Wise. And of course, it's such a wonderful day, a beautiful day, the day before the weekend begins by hey. And of course, we're here on 88.5 Rock FM, and we want you to get ready for a powerful start to your day, as we're about to serve up a hearty mix of motivation, inspiration, and positive vibes to fuel your morning. So whether you're commuting, you're at work, or about to start your day, we are here with the good vibes. So we had some little dung time just now. So we're gonna do this again. Good morning to you once more, and welcome everyone to Soul Food in the Morning right here on 88.5 Rock FM with yours truly, Mr. Andy Henry, aka Andy East Wise. And we sung like we sounding good on 88.5 Rock FM. If you're tuning in right now, you can hit me up, send me a message, let me know. So we're about to serve up a powerful mix, hearty mix of motivation, inspiration, and positive vibes to fuel your morning. So whether you're commuting at work or just starting your day, we're here to lift your spirits, refocus your mind, and remind you that every day is a fresh chance to chase those crazy dreams of yours. Especially if you're like me and my brother Mr. Tito Price and my sister Monica Ramsamy and the brother from King Solomon Logistics. You don't know, it's greatness we after. Alright? So tune in for some inspiring words, good music, and a soul-stirring message that will set the tone for your greatness. Alright? And of course, I want to welcome once more Pastor Ramesh. The man said, don't call me Pastor Ramesh on air, you know, because I want any and everybody to connect with me. All right? And of course, we got our guest today, Mr. Muhammad Ali Khan. And of course, we're going to enlighten you, about something that is plaguing our society. Our men, women, children. So you know what I mean? It's something everybody got to look into, you know? Mental health, boy. What? First off, good morning to you, sir.
Hi, good morning, Andy. Good morning, everybody. Good morning to Mr. Khan and all those wonderful people listening today. Today, indeed, is a day of potential, a day of possibilities, and a day that we can start with a good frame of mind, smiling and be happy, because today can be the day of our breakthrough. It could be the day of our victory. Today could be the day of our whatever we were hoping, it can become a reality to us.
Mr. Khan, good morning to you.
Good morning. I'm trusting that you can hear me well.
Lovely, brother. Lovely. Loud and clear.
Wow. I must say those words that, let's not call him pastor, but I was assuming his name was Mr. Ramsamy, correct? Am I getting that right?
Ramesh.
Mr. Ramesh. Yes. So such powerful words. And as you're saying that, I felt something within me about to say amen, amen, because those are some really, really powerful words. Yes. So it's a pleasure to be here, and I am new to the experience that Andy has going on here, but I'm glad to have the opportunity to be here to speak on something that he just said that is plaguing our society and our people really need to come into enlightenment of, and hoping today that I can share some that I've learned, be able to impart some knowledge onto the people that are listening, and hopefully they're able to apply that into their life to see some necessary change immediately.
Indeed. And could you please let our brothers and sisters know of your background, what you currently do, and so forth? Yeah. Just introduce yourself properly and let them know that this is indeed a brother who's been putting in the work.
Absolutely. So once again, thank you for introducing who I am. My name is Muhammad Ali Khan, and I am the founder and president of a non-profit organization that is based up in Quarantine. And what we do is we help individuals to become the best version of themselves, right? And how we do this is we focus on building holistic individuals, right? All-rounded people that are thriving physically, that are thriving mentally, emotionally, and also spiritually. Because you would agree with me that currently we are in an identity crisis. People have no idea who they are. They have no idea what they can do. They have no idea what to do. And as a result of that, our people are feeling like they are fish out of water. And so we have this ultimate vision here of helping people to come into their God-given purpose. We have to understand that there is a creator, and every creator that makes a creation, there is a purpose that drives that creator to make that creation. And so what we do on a day-to-day basis here is we have run clubs, right? Many people might have seen us, people based up in the Berbice area, you would see us running every Sunday. Now we're making sense there, right?
Yep.
So that's us. We run every Sunday on the Berbice Bridge Road. We actually run every day. You see us Monday to Saturday in the Quarantine area. In addition to that, I do a lot of coaching and mentorship to young adults, teenagers that are suffering with anxiety. Just last week, there was a young woman reached out to me saying that she's about to commit suicide and that there's nobody around her that can help her, and we were able to talk her out of that. These are things that we do on a daily basis. But in addition to that, one of our bigger mission right now, Andy, is we're on a mission to speak to 5,000 students. And so far, we've went into 12 high schools from New Amsterdam all the way up to Skelden. touching over 4,100 students to empower and to improve their lives, to really give them that drive, to reignite that fire. So these are some of the things that we are actively doing. And the goal really is to get our message out to the nation of Guyana and transform the people.
So today we're talking about something real, something deep, something that affects every single one of us. All right, and as you heard, was introduced the topic for today. It's mental health. You know, not just when things fall apart, but how we hold it together every single day. Because the truth is, you can look strong on the outside, and you know, sir, some people are really good at hiding what is happening on the inside. Put on a proper smile, laugh and gaff with everybody, you know. But when it comes to that silent moment where they have to sit by themselves, or have to go home, or waking up 2 and 3 o'clock in the morning with those thoughts lingering, and you know, the more you try to run away from it, it's the more it's knocking on that door, on your you're coming back to it, your mental health. You know, you can look strong on the outside and still fighting a battle on the inside, a big battle, a strong but a powerful battle. And sad to say that a lot of our brothers and sisters, they fall victim, they give up, they throw in the towel, you know. So sorry if you had one thing to say to somebody this morning, a brother or sister, what would you say to them?
Well, Andy, and I do agree with you and our brother Khan. Indeed, people are grappling with this mental health issue. Only yesterday, I spoke to somebody in her 70s, and she said, I'm highly depressed. And so what I was trying to get to somebody is to let them recognize the self-value that, look, despite what you're going through, what you're facing, whatever difficulties that you're encountering, that look, you're valuable, you're significant. As an individual, you are important and precious. And so there are many reasons for you to live, to enjoy life, despite the reality that you're facing. And so it's a starting point. For people to understand, a person to understand, well, listen, yes, everybody go through something or the other, some issue, but you don't have to give up, you don't have to withdraw, you don't have to get into a shell, but you are valuable, you're significant, and look, there are many reasons to face, to enjoy life. There are many reasons to laugh and to be happy. And also, there are many reasons to find the importance of life and your purpose and mission and all.
Mr. Khan, if you had one thing to say to a brother or sister who's currently in depression, who's going through that mental health crisis, what would you say to them?
Very simply, that your life is in your hands, and let's not neglect the fact that there are external forces, but you have almost the full ability to turn around the exact situation that you're in. That if you believe you are helpless, there is a reason that you believe that way, and it is your belief system that has gotten you in that position. And the opposite of that will also be true. If you believe you are helpless, then you can also change your mindset to believe that you can be helped, that you can get out of that situation. And that as soon as you change your mindset, your life changes. You know, so far I'm getting, we have Pastor Ramesh here, and I was listening to some of the songs you were playing earlier, and I could hear that you also have a background of faith. Am I right there, Andy?
Yes, brother. Yes. Yes.
Yeah. And I don't want to get too churchy here. I myself, I'm biblically grounded. Everything I teach and believe, there are principles from the Bible. But I just wanted to make that point clear that the Bible says, as a man thinketh in his heart, so is he. So if I am thinking negative thoughts, I will feel negative and I will act in a negative manner. And if I think depressive thoughts, I will feel depressed and I will act in that manner. But the opposite is also true, that if I think positive thoughts, I will feel positive. And if I feel positive, I will act positive. So you are feeling the way you're feeling because you are thinking that way. And if you can change the way you think, you will not only change the way you feel, but you will ultimately change your life.
I mean, I'm going to say this again. Don't quote me, my brothers and sisters, but where your thinking goes, your energy flows. That's it. Somewhere around there.
Yep.
You know?
Good.
So I want to share something with you this morning. All right? Just to be clear, that it's okay not to be okay. I'm going to say that again. It's okay not to be okay. I mean, we live in a world where people smile to hide their pain, where they put on this big show just to let people know that, hey, this man cool, bye, this girl cool, and only to hear tomorrow morning, sadly, and I hope this is not gonna come to light anytime soon, that folks probably went to social media or probably at those folks' funeral saying, I talked to this man the day before, or I talked to this woman the day before, and she was all happy and jolly. I don't know what happened. You know? It's a place where people say, I'm good, but inside they're overwhelmed, tired, anxious, and sometimes broken. You know? And as much as we are here this morning speaking to our brothers and sisters, maybe we're speaking to you. Maybe it's you this morning, you know. Maybe you're listening to us right now, trying to hold yourself together, trying to stay strong for your family, trying to keep going even when your mind is heavy, you know. But hear us today as we speak to you via 88.5 Rock FM and the social media handles. You are not alone. Mental health is not a weakness. It's something, it's not something to be ashamed of. All right? We all go through our struggles. We all go through our trials, but it's just that your own is highlighted at the moment. You know? It's all part of being human. It's all part of being human. I'm sure so many times Sir would have probably thought to himself way back in the days that, boy, look at me, boy, in my prime, and I'm visually impaired, you know? And from that one thought led to another, where he probably was in some form of depression. Am I saying something, sir?
Indeed, Andy, and the more you rehearse negative thoughts in your mind, the more you believe it, and the more it becomes overwhelming until it renders you paralyzed. So as our brother quite rightly said, you know, it's a mindset, and we have to think positively. We have to think, thoughts that are enriching, that will motivate and inspire us. And of course, and that will definitely put us on the right course.
My brother, Mr. Khan, I'm sure you've had times when you've thought to yourself that, boy, this is making sense, but let me throw in the towel. You know, let me give up. I right?
Oh, absolutely. And unfortunately, it happens consistently, because as you are growing, the challenges of life have to grow with you, right? You're not going to keep on fighting the same battles. As you grow stronger, you face stronger battles, and sometimes it gets overwhelming. And we have to, let's establish this foundation that everything starts with the mindset. They say that every reality was first a mentality. All right, I'll say it one more time, that every reality was first a mentality. Da Vinci said that as within, so without, as above, so below. Simply saying that everything that we are experiencing, we created internally. And so it all starts within the mind. And as we progress in the conversation, I will share some actual practical tips to deal with this, but I'll share one right now, that this is something I do practically. I'm not pulling this out of some book somewhere and sharing some fluff. This is legitimate proof of what I do on a daily basis, that since we understand, not just spiritually, emotionally, or neurologically, this is just a fact that the way you think is the way you feel. And so as soon as you understand that truth right there, if you can learn how to equip yourself with the right ways of thinking, you can change your entire day. And something I built as a foundation upon my thinking is that I just go back to my creator. And I don't want to let this be a religious conversation at all. I'm not a religious person at all. I am just a spiritual person. But something that I believe my creator said that I was created in was given the ability of having dominion and to multiply and to be fruitful. But specifically that word dominion, because the word dominion means to have control and leadership over everything in my life. And so as soon as I realize that something is out of my control, I remind myself that I have dominion in it, right? I was created in the image and likeness of God, and that means I have somewhat of a lot of control what is happening in my life. Right? A lot of times that when we are in destruction in an area in our life is because we don't know the level of control and dominion we have over it. And so I just remind myself of a superior thinking than I am feeling in the moment, because reality says it's hard, it's tough, this is going to break me, this is going to make me fold. But I exit my reality and I enter the thinking of something that is greater than I am. And that helps me to somewhat conquer that situation. Am I making a little sense there?
Yes, indeed.
Yes.
Indeed. A lot of people don't understand the topic, or they don't understand, let me get to the point, they don't understand mental health, because it's something you can't see it, because listen to this. You can see a broken arm, but you can't always see a broken spirit. You can see someone bleeding, but you can't always see when someone is hurting on the inside. That's why we have to be more compassionate, more patient, and more understanding. Because the person smiling next to you might be fighting anxiety. The person cracking jokes might be battling depression. The strong one might be tired of being strong. I know we interact with persons on a daily basis. Some of our brothers and sisters who are public servants can tell you they know some people by the way they walk, or you might have a lot of folks in the room, but they can identify that one face, because it's not easy what our brothers and sisters go through as public servants. The cuss down, the fight down. Imagine you just start your day, just came to work, you probably had a wonderful start to your day from probably your husband, your kids, your family members, or somebody who you, or probably this radio program you're usually listening to, and Babs, you gone to work, and somebody just come and upturn your whole day. You know? I mean, at times, a lot of times it's uncalled for, but some of those folks, they're battling depression. And sadly, you're the one on the receiving end of their punching bag then. You know? So today I wanna ask you, our brothers and sisters who are public servants, as our brother said, just smile, man. Smile. Because you can't allow folks to just come and upturn your day, put you in a place of remorse where you might be going through your little battles, and then they came and they add fuel to the fire, and then everything starts to go south. So for me, on my behalf this morning, I want to encourage you, our brothers and sisters, especially like how you see the cash grant is being shared out. A lot of folks are on the edge, you know, because they might be having some troubles how to sign up on their stuff, and you know, they probably made a mistake, but they want to take it out on you because they don't know right from wrong at the moment, but you do. And you know, at times they say the wisest persons are the one who carry all the burden. You know, I hope I'm heading in the direction that folks are understanding this morning. It's like you got so much knowledge, and you know the right from the wrong, and you can see somebody doing stupidness and it automatically triggers you. You know, because to you, with all the knowledge that you have, you know that, hey, this person shouldn't be acting in this way. You know, it's simple. Just pick up the thing and move. But to them, it's rocket science. And to you now, who know it's simple, easy as 1, 2, 3, it becomes a burden to you. So I hope I'm making sense to some people this morning by getting over this little message there. And our brother said that he have some tips on how you can help to fight that mental health, that depression, that struggle that you're currently facing, that battle you're currently fighting. So, our brother, can we have those tips, please and thank you?
Absolutely. As you were sharing earlier, a lot of us heard about this mental health thing, and that's one of the beauty. As time progressed, we're in a generation where mental health has become a very common topic now, and we hear it a lot. But let's continue this conversation and let's define what mental health is, right? And I'll put it in the simplest term as possible. Your mental health is the quality and the state of your thoughts. The quality and state of your thoughts. So if you have negative thoughts, then your mental health is in a bad state, right? Just like the body, right? If the body has some negative things going on, it's an unhealthy body. And so when you have unhealthy thoughts, let's call it that your mental health is unhealthy. But when you have positive, enriching, fruitful thoughts of potential and thoughts that don't come around limitations, then you can say that is a healthy mental way of thinking, that is mental health. Right? I think we should say that people that are struggling with depression and anxiety, we should call that mental unhealthy, right? Because that ain't mental health, and that's mental unhealthy. All right, so it all just comes down to the quality of thoughts. And if you can evaluate, on a day-to-day basis, are you having more positive thoughts than negative thoughts? Then you should be able to gauge that health of your mind. You want to make it simple? Yeah. And with this being said, this might be an unorthodox way of approaching this, right? And this tip here, and I want to bring fitness into this conversation, and I must make the statement that this isn't the permanent fix to your mental health situation, but it is a healthy fix to your health, to your mental health. Let me explain what I mean. You see, the mind is a battlefield, as you were talking earlier. The mind is a battlefield. And imagine physically that you were on a battlefield and you had no tools to fight this battle. Then it's almost guaranteed that you're going to lose. I'm sure most would agree. Now, it's the exact same thing with the mind. Most of us are not equipped. We don't have the knowledge and the experience to deal with the fight in our mind. And so if we don't have that experience or that knowledge or that light, then we're going to lose every time. And that is how we end up just being depressed and anxious and sad. And some of us throw in the towel and take some very, very unforgiving action. It's because we lost that battle in the mind. Now, I've learned over my years, because I was at the point, I tried taking my life many times, and it put me down a very, very dark path. And I realized I cannot stay in the mind because I don't know how to deal with the mind. And I got this philosophy from a very, very influential man in our generation. He says that if you can't fight the battle in the mind, leave the mind and focus on the body, because there's a symbiotic relationship between the mind and body. And this is what I'm going to explain now. And all of us here would have experienced this, but maybe we just need to understand that it is a principle that we can do on a daily basis. You see, the way you think impacts the way you feel, but also the way you feel impacts the way you think. There's something called a positive and a negative loop, right? Andy, have you realized as soon as you think a negative thought, you feel negative, and because you feel negative, you'll start to think more negative thought, and because you're thinking more negative thought, you'll continue to feel more negative? Have you picked up on that already?
Yes.
Absolutely. That's just the way it works. And the opposite of that is true as well. When you think positive thoughts, you feel positive, and because you feel positive, it fuels you thinking more positive thought, and that loop just keeps on going. Now, most of us, we don't know how to think negative thoughts, so automatically we're crippled. You think a negative thought, you feel negative, and the cycle just keeps going, and you don't know how to break out. And that's why we keep staying in the mind, and we're just lost in that. We're crippled, we're trapped, our hands are behind our back. Now, when we introduce fitness into this conversation, this is when the game starts to change. Because the body releases something called happy hormones. Or we all know this. It's called dopamine, serotonin, endorphins. We've heard about this. Everybody's chasing dopamine through social media, through drugs, through sex, through unhealthy eating habits. We're all chasing this thing called dopamine. And there are unhealthy ways to release this, but there are also healthy ways to release this. As soon as you do any sort of exercise for the body naturally releases these hormones, these happy hormones. Now let's be practical. Let's just say a day I'm feeling depressed, I'm anxious, I have a lot of anger, and I end up doing some jumping jacks or some push-ups or a little skip, or I go for a little run or a little walk, or I go to the gym, whatever it may be. As soon as I do that, my body naturally releases these happy hormones. And what this is going to do now is this happy hormone is going to make me feel happy. Now, remember that loop that we were talking about earlier, the positive and negative loop? Now, as you start to feel happy, it'll fuel happy thoughts. And as you start to fuel happy thoughts, you'll start to feel happy. And because you feel happy, you'll start to fuel more happier thoughts. And so what this does now, it starts a whole new loop. It helps you to exit the mind and use the body as a way to conquer the mind. Am I starting to make some sense?
Yes, sir.
Right. Now, Mr. Ramesh, what are your thoughts on that?
Yes, that is so absolutely true. That is absolutely true. When we feed in our mind and will have an outcome on our behavioral pattern, indeed.
Yeah, absolutely. And so what I'm simply bringing here to encourage people is to say, you know what? We all want to get out of the mind. That battle gets so overwhelming sometimes, we want to get out of the mind. And what proof do we have of this? Well, if you ask people that goes to the bar or they take a little drink, they say this one thing: they want to take the edge off. They want to escape life a little bit. They want to, get away from the stress. In other words, what they're saying is they're trying to get out of the mind. When you look at somebody that does drugs, or they sit down and they eat a whole set of food and they're watching a movie, what they're doing is they're trying to escape the reality of their mind. And that's just a means to get out of the mind, right? So naturally, we're doing it already. We're getting out of the mind. It's just that we're using an unsustainable means because, for example, if I go and drink every time I feel depressed or anxious, and now I'm trying to do something to solve a problem, but by me going to drink, I'm creating another health problem at the same time. Or if I'm feeling sad and depressed and I use food as a comfort, now I'm going to go and eat a whole set of food and sit down and watch a movie, but at the same time, I'm creating another health problem at the same time. Right? Does that make a little sense? Does that sound a little familiar? We know a lot of people doing that, right? So what I am saying is fitness can give you that same out. It can give you that sense of clarity, but this is the best and most sustainable way of doing it. Now, it's not a permanent fix. It's not a permanent fix, but it is a better fix than what we are doing, because not only is this helping to build the mind and strengthen the mind, but you're also doing something for the body, which leads to another important fact that we are killing ourselves physically on a daily basis. I must say that as we evaluate the health of our people of Guyana, it is incredibly disappointing. We do not take health seriously. We use this statement to say, if you're going to die, enjoy the way. Eat whatever you want, do whatever you want. It's your body. When you die, because you're going to die anyway. But I say that's just an excuse to do whatever we want, even though we know we shouldn't be doing it, right? Because anything that happens to you physically, it affects everyone else around you, right? I currently have my mother going through chemo treatment, and she believed all the habits that led to that only affected her. But now that she's in the situation, her health crisis has taken a burden on every single one's life. It has caused us mental torments. We have to take time, we have to take resources. And I'm trying to say that point, not to say that her situation is a negative thing. What I am saying is that she could have restricted this. She could have prevented this if she had come into the awareness that everything she's doing on a daily basis surrounding her body, it has an impact on everyone else around us. What are your thoughts, Andy?
That there is something that my wife tried to explain to me on a daily basis, because she's a doctor by profession, and she's always saying that, her advice always to patients that you need to take a grip of what you're doing at the moment. You might be consuming too much sugar, too much sweet. You might be vaping, and I think she's doing a series on that same vaping, how dangerous it is. Being a medical doctor, seeing all of these things at first hand, I mean, they're qualified. You being a person who went to that point where you actually wanted to give up, and we're not gonna afraid to say it this morning, commit suicide, so you were there, brings me to the point. There's a illustration, I think it's on Facebook or TikTok. I'm gonna try to find it to share it with you. There's a guy fell in a hole, he's crying out for help. A priest passed by. The best he can do is to write a prayer, throw it down in the hole for him to read. Somebody else passes by. I think it was a seller selling sweets. The best he could do was offer a couple of sweets, so he threw it down in the hole. Here comes a friend passing by, and the friend heard him crying out for help, and the friend jumped into the hole. And the man was like, "Man, what are you doing? This stupidness." I'm trying to get out of here. I haven't been so successful at doing that. That is why I was asking for your help. Hopefully you could throw a rope down here, and pull me out. The man said, no, listen, I was once in this hole and I can show you how to get out. So who made the most impact there? Who made the most impact? At times, we will want to look at a brother or a sister who's probably doing something to help out in the best way that they can. And we want to say, oh, like Sor was saying yesterday, we were speaking about this yesterday. You ain't qualified. The family that you came for, you can't talk to me because my family is probably higher than yours in status. You know?
Right.
A brother of ours who was in prison, he was trying to get back there and deliver a message to those prisoners. And you know, folks from the church said, "You is who? You's a nobody. You were once a prisoner, you know, so you can't talk to me." But he was there. He knew what they were going through. He knew what he did to overcome all of those hurdles to get back on track, get back on the right path. You know, probably you went to university, you're a scholar of some sort, and you're trying to put him down, but you don't have what it takes to deliver that message, but he does. You know. Likewise, I know Sir taught for how many years again, sir?
35 years.
35 years. And because he's visually impaired, I know for certain, sir, even parents were at times cruel to you with their words.
Yes.
You know?
Yeah, definitely.
Look, our brother, Mr. Muhammad Khan. You guys just be on the public road from what you call it again? Port Morant to around those area too?
Yes.
You know,
from Tain, Albion.
Exactly. You know, I was traversing there, and I think a couple of you guys ran past some ladies, and someone was like, "Look what these here doing. It's best to go and sweep some yard or something, or running on the road in the night, especially without shirt." You know? But they don't know what you guys were doing. Look at what you're doing with that little running, as you explained. You know? So,
yeah.
I just wanted to get that out of the way, because some people may look at us in society and say, "Oh, it's you." You know? But they didn't give you a chance to show your greatness. They didn't give you a chance, or they would never give you a chance to walk a certain path that you're currently on. But like Sir knew, and most of our brothers and sisters tuned in know, we've been doing this since 2015. You know?
Yes.
And the impact we've made thus far, I mean, Country Pride TV was over since I think it's 2021, right, sir? Somewhere around there.
Yeah, 21.
And I still go places and people remember me by my face, sir. "Oh, I remember you by the TV man." Look, I was up on the East Bank yesterday with our brother, Mr. Jermaine, and I think you know who I'm speaking about, Mr. Khan. All right? Yeah. And we stopped at a farm, and I was like, let's go in and see, because it looks so beautiful, you know, from the outside. And then the guy said, "Hey, Mr. Andy, we're going and buy the man from NCN by TV, man." You know, there's a saying that goes, work so hard that you no longer have to introduce yourself when you walk into a room.
Wow.
For the last 5 years, I've been experiencing that, so I have no complaints, or I can't say that was something wrong that individual said. Work so hard that you no longer have to introduce yourself.
Yes.
If it's not the face they remember, as soon as you open your mouth in a certain area, oh, I know the Vice buy, I know the Vice soul food in the morning. You know? So
That is great.
as much as you may want to think to yourself that you don't have any say, you can't help the situation, you know, you're here for a reason. All right. Now I'm saying all of that because somebody made a comment that I had to delete, but I'm not going to get into that. So we're speaking about mental health this morning, and I want to thank our brothers, first of all, Mr. Muhammad Khan, Muhammad Ali Khan. The brother is a motivational speaker and fitness influencer. So if you see him anywhere on the Quarantine or the Burbies Bridge, you just stop and say hello to those guys, all right? Mr. Khan, thank you for coming through. If there's somebody that would like to speak to you, they're going through a mental health crisis and they need some help, can you, or would you feel free to share those numbers with us?
Yes, absolutely. And I'm glad you opened that door for that. Yes, so please, we have people reaching out to us on a daily basis for help with things like these. You can find us on social media, the Truth and Excellence Foundation, or Khan on Purpose. That's my last name, on Purpose. And the best contact is 762-5484. 762-5484. And I must just say, please just reach out and say that you help. Please don't say hi, because we have hundreds of people saying hi and we don't know what to say. Some people just want to say hi, but please just reach out, leave what your situation is. Those are the ones that we put on a priority list, and we'll reach out to you accordingly, and we will do our very best to pour into you to help you come out of the situation. And it's been a pleasure to speak here. Andy, thank you so much for the opportunity. Sir Ramesh, it's a pleasure meeting you. I look forward to connecting with both of you guys offline here. And once again,
Yeah, definitely.
Thank you very much. Sir, I know this is nothing new to my brothers and sisters with you sharing your number so that they can connect at any time. But for those who are tuning in for the very first time, would you share with those folks your information as to how they can reach with you?
Yeah. Definitely. And everybody can call at any time at 332-0267, 332-0267, or 616-8922. And you are most welcome to call. Everything is confidential and no condemnation. We are here to serve you, and because we love you. Thank you very much, Andy. Thank you to our brother, Mohammed Khan. And thank you to everyone for listening, and a special good morning to Mrs. Dr. Hope, Shiloh, Serenity, Miss Paul, Miss Naomi, everybody at Little Rock. Have a great day. Have a wonderful day. Be good to yourself, be good to others, and remember that we're here to serve you.
Indeed. Thank you very much, sir. Thank you very much, Mr. Khan. And of course, we're going to connect again very soon.
Stay blessed all.
Yeah, thank you very much.
All right, sir.
Being awake couldn't feel any better.
This is Soul Food in the Morning with Andy Eastwide.
Something that you say, I don't have the time. Delaying never is. I find it hard just to talk to God, thanking Him for the night trust. But I want to talk, stealing up from Him.
So Miss Jackie is having her annual bingo. It's happening on the 3rd of May. We can share more info with you in just a couple. You know, it's always proper things on top of things. when it comes to Miss Jackie Bingo. You are cordially invited to participate in the Edens SDA Men's Ministry. They have a fun day and 7-a-side tape ball cricket competition. Hey! Going on Sunday, the 26th of April, beginning from 10 a.m. The venue is Le Carbo Ball Field. You know, lots of refreshments on sale. Teams to be submitted by Saturday, the 20th of April. You can call Mr. Sion Ward. And telephone number. Call or WhatsApp. 626-9222. 626-9222. Everything you need, one trusted name. That's A. Ali & Sons. Serving Guyana for over 40 years. Quality electronics, furniture, appliances, unbeatable prices. You can't go wrong. Trust me. Of course, I want to say a special good morning to my family. My daughter just reminded me. Anaya, good morning. AJ, good morning. Miss Patricia Hope, good morning. Mrs. Patricia Hope Henry. To everyone else that are in my immediate surrounding, good morning to you. Alexander Street, good morning. Special good morning to the folks of Vyman Zervin. And of course, I'm here to let you know right now that RA Medical Center will be presenting a medical outreach, free health screening and blood drive. You can come and get free blood pressure testing, free blood sugar testing, free health screening, and of course there will be a blood drive where you can donate and save lives. It is set for Saturday, April the 18th from 8 a.m. to 4 p.m. Located at Rosal Town, 1A half B South Public Road, Rosal Town, Quarantine. You can call them for more details on 602-3160. I'm sorry, that's 502-3160 and 628-8961. You can bring your universal health vouchers. It will be accepted. Refreshments will be provided. And of course, this one is open to the general public. I want to say a blessed good morning to the folks over there at Homeline Inc. Homeline Couriers. You can sign up today for your free mailbox buy. What you doing? Check out Food Time Grill today. Of course, they got the early rice one time. If you're running a little late, you didn't get a chance to prepare lunch, they got you. So for traditional radio, I'm about to sign out. And I'm about to leave you with this one. But don't go nowhere, you know. Because guess what? We got a couple minutes more with those folks on social media.
Yo, Tito, get ready. And these wives, we ready? We only do this for Jack. We only do this for Jack. Big flex up if it's hard, tell them yes. We don't want what they dictators. The whole world, I guess, when we now bow down. Christians get loud now. I never asked you, you know, around town. We got the vibes to make the Holy Ghost come round. They want slingshot, a slingshot, a slingshot. Trumpet to make the wall come down. We only do this for Jah. We only do this for Jah. Started from the valley where the shadow hit the creek. Devil thought he had me, but the Lord is my key. Mercy.
Thanks to my brother, Mr. Keto Price.
Victory.
Tito Price, that is.
This torch and the trumpet technique.
For blessing us with this one.
It's when the covenant is gold. I'm afflicted tight, yeah, Ephesians 6-4. They want blockade, a blockade, blockade. But the Jericho was getting old. We only do this for Jah. Yo, Tito, get ready. And these wives, we ready.
To all the folks that were tuning in via social media, I want to thank you guys very much for taking the time out.
We only do this for Jah.
Listening. In fact, I have a message here from Dr. Who. It's important for us to understand how to have dopamine release, because lots of us are leaning to habits that are unhealthy for us, especially the younger generation who engage in vaping and in different drugs.
Holy Ghost come round. They want slingshot, a slingshot, a slingshot. Trumpet to make the wall come down.
I want to say a special good morning to the big brother, Mr. Errol Watts, listening from the capital city. Miss Davy, good morning to you.
We only do this for
Miss Juliet Mickle, good morning.
where the shadow hit the creek.
Sister Maxine, good morning.
Me, but the Lord is my key. Mercy. Running to the camp like it.
Desiree Springer, good morning to you.
300.
Sister Paulianne, good morning to you.
Don't need silver plates when the covenant is gold.
Mr. Williams, good morning.
Ephesians 6-4.
Miss Bora Rodney, good morning to you.
Blockade, but the Jericho was getting old.
Glamorous Queen, good morning.
We only do this for Jah.
To those folks that were tuned in via TikTok, thank you very much for the likes. Thank you very much for the shares.
This for Jah.
And thank you very much for following me. If you haven't done so, please do so right now.
Line verified. Covenant. Jerusalem coming with
And if you're on Facebook, kindly do the same.
wedding feast ready and the bridegroom is inside. Love your enemy, pray for them that persecute. Turn the other cheek when the hatred is acute. They want war them, I war them, I war them. But we break the bread and distribute. We only do this for Jah.
Evil's enough in who I am, and I know where I come from. I know it's not easy to stay top. Small mind sit down with small talk. Big dream, silence and focus. Sometimes God will take you on a journey. On a journey you never realize that you need it. Trust and believe, you shall receive. Everything you prayed for, you shall receive. Trust and believe, you shall receive. Everything you prayed for, you shall receive. God is not done with me. No, God is not done with me. Just getting started, and I'm right here for it. God is not done with me, no, God is not done with me. He's just getting started, and I'm right here for it. Be patient, patient, patient. Be patient, patient, patient. Be patient, patient, patient. Just getting started. Look at me now, right here for it. From now, I know you've been waiting for a miracle. I know you've been fighting for yourself. When you see me, good morning. To find you really, 'cause you don't know my testimony. You don't know. Good morning. Look at
see that brother, that sister that you're currently looking at? You're thinking to yourself, they don't deserve this blessing, you know. I wonder what they're doing. And you know, there's a saying in Guyana. Once you see somebody moving up in life and you hear some people talking, there's always say these things. Once he pushing drugs or doing obia. But I'll tell you what those people are doing. They've been putting in the work. They've been making the sacrifices. They've been doing productive things with their 24 hours. So the next time you see a brother moving, he used to walk, but now he's riding a motorcycle or driving a car. Or you see the sister who had the little sweetie stand, but she moved up to something bigger. She probably doing a delivery of goods. She probably have that shop that she's now established. Don't hate on them. You got the same 24 hours some of these people have. Well, a lot of these, everybody else have. What am I saying? But you chose to sit and gossip. You chose to bad talk and bad mind those people. Watching their every move like a hawk. But now you see they're moving up. And you're still in the same position. You're stagnant. You ain't going nowhere. Deponia, this is not the year for that, you know. It's not too late for you to turn around and walk on the right path. You see, when you're happy for a brother or a sister, or you support them, it's only time before your blessings start to flow in abundance, you know. When you help a brother to rise, automatically you're rising, you know. If you didn't know, now I'm telling you. So now that I've said that, I would like again to say thank you very much for tuning into 88.5 Rock FM this morning. Thank you for tuning into my social medias. And have a wonderful day, all right? Make something great out of today. Until we meet again, peace, yeah, by God. Bye-bye.
Blessings all on me. You don't know my testimony. You don't know. See, I'm shining. The goodness of God. So I got to remind them. Oh yeah. Shine, I'm shining. The blessings of God over me. So I got to remind them. Oh yeah. From your past, I'm on borrow. Listen, you don't know the hurdles. You don't know. Don't kiss by myself and the nights when I cry. You don't know that I fell down. You don't know. But still I had to stay strong. Oh, you don't know. Shine, I'm shining. So I got to remind me. Shining, I'm shining.
Soul food in the morning with Andy Eastwise.
Being awake couldn't feel any better.
This is Soul Food in the Morning with Andy Eastwise.
Over me now. Oh, the president, over me. Cover me now. No, tell it I come from so far, still here.